Hey, are we going to get any snow this weekend? That seems to be the thing that everybody's asking tonight. It all depends on a wobble. We'll get with Angela in a moment, find out about the weekend forecast. Also, the chance for some freezing fog when you wake up tomorrow. We'll get with Angela in a moment, get your forecast, get you all set. Thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook Live on a really nice Wednesday night. I mean, for January, very comfortable temperatures today. And we're going to talk again about the chances for snow coming up. Let us know where you're watching Facebook Live tonight. We'll give you a shout out over the next 10-15 minutes that we're with you. Also tonight, friend of the show, Lauren Kostick, will be back. We're going to be talking tonight about contact tracers. How are these people managing this COVID surge? These people who are trying to call and make sure that if somebody's positive for COVID, that their close contacts are all told about it. Lauren's going to talk about those challenges. We're going to also talk about some of the other COVID elements that we have coming up on our big story tonight at 11. And the cuteness factor is going to be here in just a few minutes. We've got baby pandas. Video from Tokyo, twin baby pandas to show you. So you're going to have some cute video all coming up here on Facebook Live. But we begin every weeknight here at 10 o'clock with Angela. And Angela, I think a lot of people have been watching your forecast, checking the blogs. They're just wondering, okay, I'm hearing snow. Are we going to get some? And if so, when and how much?
Well, if you are a fan of weather Twitter, you know this is already people posting model data. And I can tell you we've been talking, kind of behind the scenes about this winter storm system that looks to bring a lot of snow west of us and potentially south of us. So will it be the third storm in a row that we miss out on getting, enough snow to shovel, enough snow to sled?
We haven't really had anything, have we?
No, we haven't. We're more than 9 inches below average for the snow year so far. There's a chance as we head into the weekend. But as you pointed out, freezing fog actually our immediate issue. Visibility is fine right now, 10 miles or more. It would be late tonight, early tomorrow morning that we might see a few patches of morning fog, so we'll keep a close eye on that. And then if we do get the fog developing and a little bit of drizzle, some of that might freeze on bridges and overpasses simply due to the fact that we'll have temperatures at or slightly below freezing. Lots of clouds tomorrow. A sprinkle or flurry can't be ruled out. Dry on Friday, but this is what everyone is talking about. And I can tell you they've already posted winter storm watches for parts of Iowa into Missouri. And they may be seeing some snow totals at snow potential from northern Missouri through parts of Iowa, 6 to 12 inches or more out of this storm system. Here is the latest timeline with Future Track 13. It does keep all of that heavy snow out to our west. Friday night, that's 11 o'clock. This is Saturday morning. So for those of us in central Indiana, it really looks like that first wave misses us, might bring an inch or two to the southwestern part of the state. But then, Scott, you mentioned wobble. Does the center of this storm system, as it kind of sits down to our south, wobble or drift a little farther north? Future Track 13 hinting that that's a possibility. If this model would verify, then we would be into a bigger chance for some snow that would be enough to shovel, enough to sled. But we're way too early for totals, and we may see some additional shifts in the track. I've got some new model data coming in that's already hinting that this stays a little farther south, and that would take us out of the snow game for Sunday. But again, it's what is it, Wednesday?
It's early,
It's
right?
Wednesday. We've got plenty of time to see the additional shifts with this storm system, and really we're not going to know enough until we get into really Friday night and early Saturday to see how the first phase of this storm system develops, and then where does the center of the storm go? Does it come far enough north to bring us into the snow, or does it stay far enough south that Lexington, Louisville, Nashville, Memphis, they get the snow and we don't? So we'll see.
I've been watching your forecast for years, close to 20 years. I've never heard you use the word wobble in a forecast, and I was entertained by that tonight.
It just stuck out to me that there was this this little shift. Shift might be a better word.
Right.
But shift in the model data, and it just kind of looked like a wobble to me. I don't know.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. I'm dating myself.
Oh, that's okay.
It is. All right.
I know what a weeble is.
Yeah, you do. Okay. I got to trying to find the comments. Do you have the comments? Because I'm not.
Oh, let me see. Let me see.
Oh, I've got some now.
You've got a few, okay.
Yeah, I've got a few now.
Okay.
So we've got Ralph, we've got Teresa joining us tonight, Anastasia back with us this evening. Norma saying, well, it is winter. We have been spoiled.
I love that name, Norma. My grandma's name was Norma Jean.
Oh, very good.
I love the name Norma.
Norma Jean, isn't that like Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Okay. Well, we're learning new things.
Grandma
about
was
you
not
tonight.
Marilyn Monroe. Just don't want to start any,
Right, of course.
any fake news here.
Sherry and Glenn are with us tonight. We've got Ralph from Alabama. So we've got Teresa from Indy tonight. So we've got hundreds of viewers with us on Facebook Live. All, I'm sure, very interested in your forecast. We'll get back with Angela coming up in a moment. We do want to talk about our big story that we have coming up tonight on 13 News at 11. We do want to talk about COVID, and that'll be part of our big story. But tonight, friend of the show, Lauren Kostick, joins us from home tonight. And Lauren, you're talking about the challenges that contact tracers are having right now in terms of the surge. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, Scott. So, you remember back in the beginning of the pandemic, we kept hearing this word contact tracer. And I think it was a new term to many of us. We were like, who are these people? So I ended up checking back into them now, a year and a half later. And a lot has changed. So first off, their team is a lot smaller now, despite, the cases going up. They have gone from about 200 people to now 55 people here in Marion County. So that means that they can only focus on a select group. So they're investigating in cases that are anyone 20 or younger. And that's basically those that are K through 12, because they want to work on keeping the schools open. And that's mostly because, like I said, they don't have the manpower to call every person who tests positive. That would be almost impossible. So they really have to narrow their focus down. But even though they are focusing on this smaller group, it's still hundreds of cases a week, which is a lot of work for them. So I'm going to get kind of into that at 11. And it's also important to note while we're on here that since they can't call everyone, they want to encourage Hoosiers to reach out themselves. So do that contact tracing, reach out to those that maybe were exposed. Because you're not going to get that phone call. The chances are, unless you're, a student or you're close to anyone that is in school. So I'll get a little bit more into that at 11.
All right, and also part of our big story tonight, we're going to take a look at some of these school districts, including IPS, that have decided to go virtual the rest of this week. Of course, you've got the MLK Junior holiday on Monday. So, Heritage Christian and some other school districts deciding, because of some staffing shortages, because teachers, faculty coming down with COVID, they're going to have to go to the e-learning program again. We'll talk about that tonight, and also the effort to get more testing into schools, along with Lauren's story. Before we say goodnight to you, I'm not hearing Milo and Murphy. Are they in a back bedroom or back in some place where we can't see them, or are they right around just being good boys?
I think they're sleepy. They've been outside playing with this nice weather, thanks to Angela.
All right. Well, there's Murphy. There's Murphy.
All right, guys. Okay,
Yep.
Hold on. Oh, he's like,
Murphy.
here are the treats.
Murphy getting some camera time tonight. I love it.
Yeah, he's like, okay, you guys have to go back here. You guys have to sit nice.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Milo.
Can you smile? Oh, okay. That's not boy, you guys gotta sit.
Yep.
Can you sit? Ready? You wanna catch it? Ready, one? Go Milo. Ooh.
Milo, very nice. Well done.
Good
And Murphy,
job.
well done. You've got them trained up really well, Lauren. Great job tonight. They are our two favorite Facebook Live pups. And good to see you, my friend. And we'll see you tonight with your story coming up tonight on 13 News at 11.
Bye.
All right, so the only thing cuter than Milo and Murphy would be baby pandas. And so let's bring Angela back, because we do want to talk about these baby pandas that, these are twins born in a Tokyo zoo. And we saw them when they were little cubs, like the size of the palm of your hand.
Oh.
And now they are on public display. So they're about 6 months old. We've got a boy and a girl. And here they are.
Aww.
So we get, again, twin cubs, twin giant pandas. They are so much fun just to watch because they're climbing on each other. I mean, these are just like toddlers, right?
Yeah.
So they're 6 months old, obviously much bigger than, little babies, but they are so cute. And they are on public display. They were born last June. The girl's name is Lele, and the boy's name is Shio. And they're going to be on display for 3 days. There's been a lot of interest there in Tokyo. But because of COVID, a lot of these zoos are shut down. But they had some sort of a ticket lottery where they gave out about 1,000 tickets and had people come in and they could see them for 1 minute and then they were ushered out.
Wow.
So, but we had to show those baby pandas. And when I saw this video today, I was reminded of my trip to China back in 2008 for the Summer Olympics. And there I am, we're in Chengdu at the giant panda center. And there I am with a giant panda. This is a cub. And he was so cute. And he's holding an apple in his hand there and giving me a little bit of a kiss. I tell you what, when he came up to give me a kiss, I was nervous because their claws are very sharp. And I wasn't sure, was he going to take a bite out of my face? But they're so cute. Everybody wants to know, what does he feel like? He's just a big cuddly bear.
Yeah.
Just the cutest thing ever. So that was back in 2008, prior to the Summer Olympics there in China. And I had to show that just based on the fact that I love baby pandas. They're so cool.
So cool. Now, is it the hair soft or kind of coarse or
No, very
fluffy?
soft.
Oh.
Very soft. It's exactly what you would imagine a baby panda. But obviously, when they put the smock on you so you don't give anything to the this cute cub.
Yeah.
And then of course they just kind of let that cub sit there, and then they feed him apples and they take pictures. And I did a stand up for our show on the giant panda center there in China, but had a ball and had to show that tonight.
Yeah, no, and the cubs from Japan, super cute too.
Yeah. All right, before we get back to your weather, I've had a great day. And I wanted to share because...
Oh, yes, I saw this.
So 1 year ago, my wife, Janae, was diagnosed with breast cancer. Ended up having surgery and radiation. We learned about her breast cancer 1 year ago because she had a mammogram. She had early detection, and she's been a real champion for women getting these annual screenings, saying it saved her life. And so today we went back for her annual mammogram 1 year after she was diagnosed with breast cancer. No cancer.
Yay.
Clean report. So we are praising God for some great news today. And it's our opportunity to remind women to please, please, please get your annual mammogram. And my wife, in fact, is praying for women when they have their mammogram. So if you're interested, if you have not scheduled your annual mammogram, send me a text, send me an email, post on Facebook, and we'll go ahead and pray for you on your day. But anyway, we're in a great mood tonight based on that good news tonight.
That is great news, and she continues to do great work because it can be a little scary.
It is very scary.
You don't want to go, you don't want the news, you've never had one, you're worried about it. Well, now you can just let Janae know, and she'll pray for you, and she keeps an entire journal, of all the names of the ladies. So
it's her prayer calendar, you bet.
Yeah, so definitely reach out, especially if you are apprehensive or nervous about it.
Right.
She's the one to reach out to.
It has been a good day at the Swan House, and look, I love snow when it comes on the weekend. Because it doesn't really impact a lot of driving, and we're hoping to get a little bit of snow. So what are you saying about this weekend?
Sunday snow, wouldn't that be nice?
It would.
I've got one computer model that says yes. I've got a couple that say no, and I'm going to show you this one image, and this is Sunday at 7 a.m. If the center of this storm tracks along the Ohio River, that would put us in, a pretty good spot for some accumulating snow. If it tracks a little farther south, say across central or southern Kentucky or northern Tennessee, that would shift that potential for accumulating snow south along and south of the Ohio River. So track is key, and really we're not going to know until we get into Friday night how the initial wave of this storm sets up, but I can tell you the initial wave already prompting winter storm watches from Iowa into northern Missouri. That part of the country could see 6 to 12 inches of snow or more during the day Friday into Friday night from the first wave. So kind of a complex storm system that we'll keep tracking. Keep your fingers crossed if you want some snow. We'll let you know if that's going to happen.
All right, very good. So Angela will be back with us tonight at 11 o'clock over on Channel 13. We'll get the 7-day forecast, take a deeper dive into the extended forecast for you, get you all set up for tomorrow, talk about the chances for freezing fog. That and our big story coming up tonight on 13 News at 11. Thanks for joining us here on Facebook. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.